The Blue and Gold Sports Network is a community and fan-based production for amusement purposes only. It is not intended for commercial or business representation. Any audio and or visual content portrayed by or associated with the Blue and Gold Sports Network does not necessarily represent or comply with the views or permissions or policies of any school or organization or individual seen, heard, or mentioned. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is an affiliate of the Blue and Gold Champ Club, commonly known as the Booster Club. We would like to express our appreciation to Sacred Heart Clergy and Administration and all the faculty, staff, and students for the opportunity to broadcast this event. For your enjoyment of this free broadcast, please consider a small monetary contribution by finding the links in the description of this YouTube event. You might need to click the word more to see the full description. The Blue and Gold Sports Network is proudly run on a volunteer basis. Therefore, your contributions do not pay us. They directly support our students. We help provide students with things like t-shirts, team meals, sports equipment, field maintenance, uniforms, chartered buses, and much more for both high school and elementary students. No contribution is too small. Thank you in advance for your generosity.
Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Phillip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidreens is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans! Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans! Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Randy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by La-Z-Boy? And that means if La-Z-Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from La-Z-Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if La-Z-Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Get ready for fishing season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply.
I got the fishing poles. We got crickets, worms, and shiners. Yay! We need yo-yos too.
Get life jackets, sunglasses, artificial, frozen, and live bait, and everything else you need for your fishing trip. And don't forget your fishing license.
I can catch and release or put them in the grease.
Reel in everything all under one roof. Visit Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte, only minutes away from Millers Lake and Chico State Park.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Batting six, number 2, third baseman, Adam Briscoe. Batting seventh, number 6, right fielder, Jackson Gilray.
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Aswell Capel Field for this non-district matchup between the visiting Pine Prairie Panthers and your Sacred Heart Trojans. This pregame show is sponsored by Dr. Brandon Fontenot and Mercy Regional Medical Center. I'm David Lahe, and I got David there with me to my left, and the Wizard of Troy a little bit further down the road. It's beautiful weather out here today. Our game is a matchup of two teams that have played each other once earlier this year in February. Prior to either team's basketball players joining the team, Sacred Heart won the game 4-0. In this current season, Sacred Heart is currently 14-2 and 10th in the latest power rankings, which matches you up with 7th. And 7th currently is St. Ed, so that would be a rubber match between those teams if that were to come to fruition. However, we still have 3 games left to go, so that's likely to change. Pine Prairie competes in Division III non-select. They are 8-17 on the season, and they are currently 26th. Top 24 make the bracket, so if Pine wants to make the playoffs, they got to get a few wins here towards the end. Let's see, common opponents between the team. Catholic of Point Capee and Fort Barry. Sacred Heart beat those 2 teams. Pine Prairie lost to those 2 teams. However, Eunice and DeQuincy, Pine Prairie beat those teams. Sacred Heart lost to those teams. Mamu, Kinder, and Iota, both teams lost to them. Against Northwest, both teams won. And the aforementioned St. Ed, Sacred Heart has split 2 games with them, and Pine Prairie lost 2-3 against those. Our pitching matchup today is going to be a good one. Sacred Heart going with sophomore Peyton Vayon, who's been probably the most consistent pitcher for the Trojans this season. And Pine Prairie is going with their ace, Braylon Fontenot. He last pitched against Mamu last week. He threw 107 pitches, 4 in the 3rd inning. He gave up 9 runs, 6 earned on 7 hits. The big thing is he had 8 walks, while he still had 6 strikeouts. Right now, they're going through the lineups. Trojans look like they have their typical lineup. Our batting order it has been all year. Leading off is number 4, Ashton Duos, playing left field. Second is number 11, Ellis Fusile, who is catching. Third, Peyton Vail, number 8, he's pitching. Fourth, Lane Jobert, playing third base. Fifth, Rylan Swallow, playing center field. Sixth, Ellis Chapman, playing shortstop. Seventh, Lane Ordway, playing second base. Eighth, Brecken Figueredo, playing first base. And ninth is going to be Daniel Gilroy, the senior, who is DHing for the right fielder, Gus Gilroy. They are about to go to the prayer and national anthem.
Christians to the Paschal victim, offer your thankful praises. A lamb the sheep redeems, Christ who only is sinless, reconciles sinners to the Father. Death and life have contended in that combat stupendous. The Prince of Life who died reigns immortal. Speak, Mary, declaring what you saw wayfaring. The tomb of Christ who is living, the glory of Jesus' resurrection, bright angels attesting, the shroud and napkin resting. Yes, Christ my hope is arisen, to Galilee he goes before you. Christ indeed from death is risen, a new life obtaining. Have mercy, victor King, ever reigning. Amen. Hallelujah. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless America, and now it's time for the best words in English language. Let's play ball.
All right, folks. Thank you, Tony Marks, for that rousing statement. It's time to light the fires and kick the tires and play some baseball. Trojans are the home team in their pinstripes, and Pine is in black jerseys with gray pants. Game time today was supposed to be 4:30. Looks like we're going to start at 4:34. It's been a sort of long layoff for the Trojans. They last played a couple of weeks ago. Well, that's not true. Actually, they played Northwest earlier in the week and won that game handily. And Trojans try to make it a couple in a row. Heading into game Saturday against Fort Barry, and then their final game of the regular season at Livonia. So this is the final home game for the Trojans. We'll be back for the start of the game after these messages.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat sports cards and comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat sports cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
And welcome back to Aswell Capel Field. Beautiful Thursday afternoon. Thank you to our pregame sponsors, Dr. Brandon Fontenot with Fontenot Healthcare, Mercy Regional Medical Center. Our first inning sponsors, Kevin Perry at Perry's Tire, Jason at TJ Ford, Ronnie at Total Automotive, Florella College, Casey Ordwine at Calder Slavin, McBrandy at Fontenot Financial, and Evangeline Bank.
All right, first pitch was called strike one. Second one is a ground ball off of the glove. Nice play. Ground ball off of Peyton Bayon's glove. Luke Ordwine was trying to catch it up the middle, and the ball turned him around off the deflection. He made a spin and throw and got Fontenot out at first. Nice play there by Lane
Ordwine. Yeah, very good job right there by Lane. Good hustle. The ball was hit, and like David said, he just stuck with it the whole way and got out at first base.
No, that was a freshman. Next is up Sagan West for the Panthers. First pitch in the dirt, ball one.
And that out at first, Softball Medical. Dave?
West is a sophomore. I believe that's Dwayne West's son. He's got a sister that's a senior, a good basketball and softball player. Next pitch from Bayon, ground ball to third. Joe Bear up with it, over the first. In time, that's 2 down, 2 quick outs.
Yeah, definitely what the Trojans want to hear. Peyton's throwing not that many pitches and getting 2 quick outs, so it's a good sign so far for the Trojans. Out at first package is brought to you by Salva Medical.
That's going to bring up number 12, the pitcher, Braylon Fontenot. First pitch, swinging, fly ball to center field. Rylan Swallow is under, it makes the catch, so 3 up, 3 down. Quickly done for the Trojans after a half inning. Trojans nothing, Pine Prairie nothing. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Are those centered around people we care about? Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire telling the good old stories. Being around the people that we trust, we respect, and whom we know will always be there to help us when we need them. Just like the Evangeline Bank. Just like an old friend or family member. It's our heritage. It's who we are. It's what makes Evangeline, well, Evangeline.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans this season. The team at Level and TC Materials is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level and TC Materials has got you covered. Contact us today and go Trojans.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first. Sponsors, thank you, B&S Grocery, Adrian Crawfish Tail, Chicken King, Pete's Grocery, Why Not Stop, Ford Laws Furniture, and Brown's Furniture.
Let's see what Johnson has here. We've got a radar up here, but I'm not real sure it's going to be able to pick it up. No, it's saying 60 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure he's throwing harder than that. So Trojans make quick work of the Panthers to start off. The Panthers have a lot of real young players playing there. They got a real strong freshman class. A lot of these kids are coached against, believe it or not, this freshman and 8th grade class at Pine Prairie was the first team from Pine Prairie to make T-ball state tournament.
Oh.
Really? Yeah. That was the first and I believe the only one. Definitely the first one. Leading off for the Trojans is number 4, Ashton Duos. Ashton is playing left field today. First pitch to Ashton, swinging, fouled off to the right. Ashton, senior leadoff hitter, has been batting leadoff pretty much all season for the Trojans. As a breaking ball stays up, ball one. Good take there by Ashton. If I get in trouble, guys, just tell me the guy's name is Braylon, because Pine Prairie has not one, not two, but three Braylons in their starting lineup. That ball just a bit inside. I'm not sure how Ashton laid off of that one.
The guy from Piney's throwing the ball pretty hard, about 78 to 80 miles an hour.
Another ball inside. Let's see. In Fontenot's previous outing, he threw 105 pitches, but only 52 were strikes. So he may be struggling to find a plate. It seems to be the case here so far. He almost hit Ashton 3 separate times, and he walked him on 5 pitches. So leadoff man aboard for the Trojans. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 11, Alice Fuselier. Alice has also batted second pretty much the entire season for the Trojans.
And
the Trojans have started off with seniors first and second pretty much all season.
That walk package sponsored by T&J Ford and Jacob Fuselier, candidate for district attorney.
Juana delivers. Strike one. Our blue behind the plate has a motion that is a little delayed. Ball high and inside. That's of his first 8 or so pitches, at least 4 of them have been inside, Tony. No, almost caught Ashton sleeping over there, but he got back in time. Let's see if Coach Kane puts a bunt on or something here. Nope. Another pitch inside. Up, not taking back. He called that a strike. It's probably on the river inside. Ellis is a little close to the plate. Prairie really needs to win this game to jump up in the power rankings and get into the playoffs. You got to figure they're going to throw their best guy. Runner goes. Pitches inside. No attempt by the catcher. Catcher Grant Welch went to catch it and go to his ear, but as he was trying to transfer the ball, he dropped it. That go down as a stolen base for Duals.
And thank you to Bucky at Cayenne Cooling and Heating for that stolen base sponsorship.
Ground ball up the middle. Second baseman up with it over the first in time. Duals will go to third.
Yeah, very good piece of hitting right there by Ellis. Moved the runner over, left in 2 outs. So pretty much did his job right there. Hopefully Peyton can knock him in. Trojan can get on the board first.
It's going to bring up number 8, Peyton Vale. If you're just joining us, there's no scores. The bottom of the first inning. Trojans had a leadoff walk, a stolen base, and an advance at third on a ground ball. There's 1 out, runner on third. Peyton Vale up to bat. First pitch swinging, strike one. Vale has consistently been batting third since about the 3rd or 4th game of the season. Trojans lineup has been pretty static as far as the top goes. Next pitch took something off of that and swing and a miss again. Got to have a 2-strike approach here. That's what Coach Kane's telling him. Just put the ball in play, try to get the run in. Comes the 0-2 pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. One of the famous Coach Kane-isms, be a pest. He likes to say be a pest. Oh, nice block there by Welch. That was the curveball in the dirt. He saved the run there. Welch, a senior catcher. Also, I believe, student of the year as a senior for Pine Prairie. Oh, call strike 3. That one was a little bit outside of the river and onto the line. Players are having to adjust to the strike zone. It looks like it's going to be wide both ways so far. That's going to be 2 out, and that's going to bring up number 16, Lane Jobert, junior third baseman for the Trojans, with Duals on third and 2 out. First pitch swinging, strike 1. He called that a strike a while ago. Fontenot seems to have settled in. Ball outside. Lane's not one to be afraid to get really close to the plate, nor is he afraid of contact. There it is. Hit him right in the shoulder, and he barely flinched.
Yeah, I bet you Lane probably has the most hit batters this year. Like David said, he does like to get on top of the plate, and it's always good to have somebody like that, not to get scared with the ball, get hit, and move on down to first base.
All right, so 2 outs for the Trojans. Runners on the corners. That's going to bring up the center fielder, number 2, Junior Ryland Swallow. No score in the game. Bottom of the first, Trojans are threatening. First pitch swinging, fouled and out of play.
And on that hit by pitch, thank you again to T&J Ford and Jacob Cheesley, candidate for district attorney.
I don't believe he'll be able to throw it past Ryland. Ryland's got a pretty quick bat. That underneath it looks like he popped it straight up. Catcher and the pitcher trying to decide who's going to get it. The catcher tries to get it and drops it in foul territory. That's a situation where the pitcher needs to call off the catcher. The catcher is the last person to catch a fly ball, and he called it, and the pitcher let him have it. The pitcher should have gone and caught that ball. And so, new life here for Ryland. And it's going to make it no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runners on the corners, no score in the game.
Pick-off play to try to get Lane, but he's back in safely.
Center fielder playing shallow, left fielder a little deep. Lane is going to go. Ball low. Takes that base on defensive indifference there. He left a little early, maybe trying to get the pitcher the ball, get the runner in. Fan cooling on a sort of stolen base. And that's going to hit Ryland.
So your bases will now be loaded for the Trojans with 2 outs, and we have a walk package brought to you by T&J Ford and Jacob Fugler, candidate of district attorney.
That's going to bring up the Trojan shortstop, Junior Ellis Chapman. Bases full of Trojans, 2 outs. Ellis is usually a pretty patient hitter, and the way Fontenot is struggling to throw strikes, you got to figure this count may get deep.
Just a reminder, we have umbrellas and old jerseys for sale. If you want a jersey, is $20, and also umbrellas for sale. Thank you.
Chapman steps up, bases loaded. Swinging on the first pitch, popped it up to the third baseman into foul territory. He camps underneath it, makes the catch. That's going to be the 3rd out for the Trojans. So the Trojans load the bases but come up empty after 1 complete inning. No score in the game. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow, Allstate, and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
welcome back to Aswell Capel Field. Top of the second inning, sponsored by
Bayou Marine Seasoning. Fair movements with Bridget and Kinsey.
Gus makes a very good opportunity to try to get that foul ball, but it went foul. But good hustle right there by Gus.
Also, Doucette's Hair. Anna Ryan Boutique. American Crawfish. True Value Industrial Supply. Ace Hardware. And Rent to Own.
First pitch to Welch was high and inside. He fouled off the second one down the right field line. Gus gave chase but couldn't get there, so it's a 1-1 count to the catcher, Welch, senior. Oh, he hits that one. He gives that one a drive into left field. Looks like Duos is camped underneath it. Makes the catch. One down for the Panthers. So far, Peyton has been very efficient. He's only thrown 8 pitches, and we've got 4 outs so far recorded. That's going to bring up number 10, Weston Bird, center fielder, senior. First pitch from Vail, just a bit outside. Looked like Fusilier was setting up out there trying to test the boundaries of our umpire, who has seemed to be a little liberal on the outside. Breaking ball, ground ball to Jobert over at third, up with it, over the first, in time. That's going to be 2 out for the Panthers.
And out at first is brought to you by Savon Medical Center.
So Bird is out 5-3. It's 2 down now, and that's going to bring up, let's see, number 2, Adam Briscoe, the sophomore second baseman. He's not playing second base today. First pitch swinging, foul ball. Briscoe's playing third base today.
Next pitch for Peyton is a ball.
Ball outside. No runs yet in the game. We're in the top of the second inning. Beautiful day, plenty of time to come out here. Trojans and Panthers going at it in a game that I would say probably means a little more for Pine Prairie to try to get in the playoff hunt. Next pitch by Vail, fouled off. Brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Briscoe. Looks like the Trojans are playing the outfield straight and the infield regular. Pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Fusilier.
Like another breaking ball by Peyton.
2 pitch, 2 outs. The number 2 swing and a ground ball to Ellis Chapman is short. Over with it, over to first. Figueredo, 3 down. Nice solid defense so far by the Trojans, and nice start there for Vail. After 1.5 complete, no score. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, Clay Landreneau, and Austin Dufresne are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic, 1477 West LaSalle Street, phone number 3632600, or in Mamou at Savoie Medical Center, phone number 4680460, or at Magnolia Therapeutics, phone number 5062294. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work.
Jacob Fusilier, candidate for Evangeline Parish District Attorney, is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob offers quality legal services to this community. Vote for transparency, integrity, and equal justice under the law. Call Jacob's office at 337-363-6661 for your legal needs. Jacob Fusilier, candidate for Evangeline Parish District Attorney.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning for the Trojans, leading off, number 15, Lane Ordwan. Bottom of the second inning, sponsored by
Cabot, Landreneau and Associates, PTI Progressive Tractor, Sheriff Charles Gilry, and Rick's RV.
That's a called strike there on Lane. Brings the count to 1-1. David, you went down there and took a little bit on the pitch. Tell us a little bit about what you're seeing.
Yeah, his fastball is probably ranging from 80 to 83. It's kind of wild, but he is throwing the ball hard. He's just got to find his strike zone. He's breaking balls anywhere between 68 to 70, somewhere's around there.
All right, evens the count at 2-2 to sophomore second baseman for the Trojans, Lane Ordwell. Lane enjoys playing pool in the offseason, from what I've learned. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. I believe he was going to beat that out no matter if Noah Fontenot had fielded that cleanly. So that's going to be an infield hit for Lane Ordwell. Which is going to bring up number 21. Figueredo, who is playing first base today for the Trojans.
Let's see if Coach Kane's going to give him the bunt side or will he let him swing.
Yeah, the bunt, he pulled it back. Ball one inside. Good call there, Dave. Figueredo shows bunt. Looks like he pulled that one back for a ball strike.
That'd be 1-1. That was a pretty good pitch to bunt right there. Figueredo should have laid it down, but he didn't.
Just trying to get something going early in the top of the second. There's the bunt. Nice bunt down the first base line. Figueredo did a good job. Looks like he's going to be safe. The pitcher tried to field it, kind of bobbled it a little bit, then desperately threw it over to first base, but it was not in time. That's going to that's going to be an error on the pitcher, although that was a nice bunt. I hate to give him an error. It's more of a sacrifice, but.
It definitely was an error on the pitcher as much as we don't want to, but it's good news for Sacred Heart that they have runners at first and second with nobody out. You never know. He might try to lay down another bunt right here.
Well, there it is. Daniel Gary squares and pops it straight up. It's dropped by the pitcher, but that's going to get trouble. Gets him over to third. I've never really seen an infield fly on a bunt, but that was about as close as you could get to maybe potentially getting two. Luckily, only one Trojan is out. That's still going to be one out, and runners on first and second. That's going to bring up the top of the lineup, Ashton Duals.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see that bunt on the ground, but like again, David says, very lucky the Trojans did not get doubled up right there. So, and we have the top of the lineup coming up. So, Trojans should be in good shape right here with Duals coming to bat with runners at first and second.
First pitch to Duals, way outside. Duals, let's see, in his first at bat, he walked. Runners on first and second, bottom of the second for the Trojans. One out, ball outside. Trojans need to get a run here. We loaded the bases with 2 outs last inning and didn't get anything. We got the lead runner on, got a guy over to second and first with no one out. They need to score here.
Yeah, I agree. You all should be looking for something to drive right here with 3-0. I wouldn't think he'd want to walk the bases loaded, so hopefully I should get a good pitch to get drive it somewhere so we could score a run.
You gonna give him the green light on a 3-0 right here?
Yes, I would.
I believe he was taken all the way there. And he doesn't look too pleased.
I guess you gotta listen to your head coach. Gives you the take. You gotta just take.
Same situation, really. 3-1. Look for one you can hit hard in a gap. Fontenot delivers. Ashton hits one deep to left field. Left fielder drifting back over his head. And he runs into the fence and looks a little stunned in the process. That's going to bring not one but 2 Trojans in to score on a stand-up double by Ashton Duals, who gave it a good ride over the left fielder's head. Sagan West tried to make a play on the ball, but as he missed it, he ran into the metal fence we have out there, and the ball kind of got away from him. Luckily, the center fielder, Bird, came over, picked up the ball, and threw it in, or Duals might still be running.
Yeah, we have a RBI package, score run RBI package by Nason at Allstate. Yeah, very good hustle right there by the left fielder. Duos gave it a ride with a little bit of wind blowing. It could have maybe even left the yard, but the good part about it is the Trojans do get 2 runs. Just what we needed to do for some runs.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Ellis Fusilier. Ellis shows bunt. Duos is going to steal third because there's no one covering. Shortstop was late to get over, and when he showed bunt, the third baseman left third base by itself. Duos, good piece of base running, seeing that. Of a called strike, but it was worth it to get the stolen base sponsored by Kaya Cooling. Next pitch. Oh, wow. That was a called strike that was extremely outside.
Yeah, they're
on a breaking ball.
The umpire strike zone is definitely inconsistent so far.
Ball up and away. I'll venture a guess that we're going to call that one up and away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Trojans have 2 runs in, and Ashton Duals at third. Ellis Fusilier batting. Breaking ball high and away. Evens the count at 2. Ashton hit that one. I thought it had a chance to get out of here. I think it bounced just at the base of the fence. Ball low and outside. So, Fontenot was ahead 0-2 and has since filled up the count. Fusilier doing a good job of quote-unquote being a pest up there, as Coach Kane likes to say. Ellis grounded out his first at bat to the second baseman. Tanner McCullough, we're discussing the injury Pine Prairie had earlier in the year. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Is it going to be deep enough to get Duos home? Right fielder makes the catch. Throw home. Ball wasn't really deep enough. The second baseman was called off by the right fielder, number 6, Jackson Gilroy. Nice strong throw home. So that's going to leave Duos at third with 2 out.
Yeah, the Pine Prairie is very good pitcher, McClellan. He's hurt. He definitely, I think we pitched a very good game last year when we played him. I went to it. Very good arm that they have that they have to lose for this season. So it's probably the downfall for Pine Prairie not having him pitched at all this year.
It's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter for the Trojans, Peyton Vale, the pitcher. Peyton struck out looking his first at bat on a pitch way outside. He swung and missed at the first pitch. That's a ball that should be outside, I'm assuming. 1 ball and 1 strike. Duvall, 2 outs. Trojan leadoff hitter on third. There's a swing and a foul ball out of play to the right side where they have lots of students sitting on the curve over there.
Yeah, we definitely have a pretty good crowd today at Aswell Capel Field. The fans are packed. The fir's pretty full. Everybody's off of school. It's a beautiful day for baseball. So you'll still have time to come out and watch the Trojans.
Oh, nice stop there by Welch. That saved the run there. That ball was so wide he couldn't really block it. He had to glove it on a hop. But made the stop. Senior catcher did a nice job there. So we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. There's the pitch. Oh, and outside. Full count to the 3-hole hitter for the Trojans, Peyton Vale, who is pitching so far, pitching well. To Ashton Duos on third. That should be ball 4. That's almost the pitch that Peyton struck out on, looking at the first inning. It's probably sponsored by someone.
T&J Ford and Jacob Schuler, candidate for district attorney. We have a mound visit.
A mound visit for Pine Prairie to come and have a chat that's sponsored by someone, Evangeline Bank. Let's see if the Trojans are going to put in a courtesy runner for Peyton Vale. At first, looks like they're going to bring in number 13, Sully Manuel, to run for Vale.
Looks like the coach of Pine Prairie is telling the pitcher how to pitch the ball. Some of his arm angle is what I'm grasping right here, standing in the press box.
So to reset, it's the bottom of the second. Trojans have 2 runs in. They have runners on the corners with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter for the Trojans, junior third baseman, number 16, Lane Jobert. Lane does not have an official at bat today, as he was hit by a pitch. It looks like he's looking for one again. Throw over to first. Not in time. Manuel dives back. I guess Fontenot wanted to see if the courtesy runner was coming in the game cold. First pitch to Lane is, he had to duck for that one. It was at his head. Ball 1.
Our Lady Trojans are playing Canada New Iberia away right now. Got the lead 1-0 in the top of the first inning, and softball's got a big victory 2 days ago against Cecilia. So
in that game against Cecilia, I think Macy Drody had 2 home runs and a double.
I think Bree Ordway hit a home run as well.
That's going to be a called strike to make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. I know because I practiced with my aces behind that softball field, and the first one Macy almost hit one of the kids on our team. He came out of nowhere. It's going to be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three-one to Jobert. That should be outside to load the bases again. So the Trojans have them loaded for the second time in 2 innings. That's going to bring up junior center fielder Rylan Swallow, who was also hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Rylan likes the first pitch swing, so get ready for something to happen here if he throws it anywhere around that plate.
Rylan swings, he takes a hack at it. He's not holding anything back.
And, of course, I'm completely lying, and that's a called strike. That's Tyler Corville warming up in the bullpen, a freshman for the Panthers. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded. Has a swing and a drive to center field. The center fielder's on his horse. Looks like it's fading to the right fielder, who's under it, and makes the catch. So Gilroy makes the catch, retiring Swallow. So the Trojans leave him loaded again, but they do manage to get 2 runs. To 2 complete innings, your score, Sacred Heart 2, Pine Prairie nothing. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. Perry's Tire and Service will keep you rolling.
In Ville Platte.
Welcome back to Aswell Capel, top of the 3rd inning. Trojans up 2-0. Leading off Pine Prairie, number 6, Jackson Gilroy, Pine Prairie right fielder. Peyton Vale has been really efficient so far, throwing only 15 pitches in the first 2 innings. Maybe a Pine Prairie coach kind of got the same feel and then told him to take the first couple, which happened to both be balls. Trojans have loaded the bases the first 2 innings, only scored 2 runs, swinging him foul ball down the left side. I think he might have swung a ball 3 right there. Pine Prairie is very aggressive in the box.
Yes, they are, David. They definitely hack. That's for sure. They swing.
There's a lazy fly ball to right field. Gus Gurry is under it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Peyton is throwing to contact, and Pine Prairie is not really doing much with it. That's going to bring up number 27 for the Panthers. That's another Braylon. This is Braylon Brady. He's a freshman, and he plays shortstop. First pitch swinging. Lazy fly ball to Rollins, follow in center field. Makes the catch. Two quick outs for the Panthers. Vail probably not getting tired, as he's only at 20 pitches so far, and he's pitched 2 2/3. That's going to bring up number 4, yet another Braylon. This one, Braylon Johnson, also a freshman, DH.
Oh, okay.
Bringing a miss. Strike 1.
It's a scam.
He is DHing for first baseman number 15, Caldwell. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So Vail quickly ahead, 0-2. 2 outs, top of the third. Trojans up 2-0. Gets his sign. Here comes the pitch. Nice block there by Fuselier. With no one on base to block that ball, well, that was noble of him. I think I might have let that one go through the screen. But that's probably why I never played catcher.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
1-2 pitch. In the dirt again, ball 2. They're trying to get Johnson to swing it some out of the zone because he's shown a propensity to swing at everything so far.
Go ahead.
They hadn't bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing, and it's a liner to right field. Gus Gary gets under it, makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers in the top of the third. After 2.5, Trojans ahead, 2-0. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Tradition. And at Sacred Heart, our Trojans carry that legacy with every play, every tackle, and every touchdown. Just like our team, our community deserves strong support, and that's where Savoy Medical Center steps in. Visit Savoy Family Healthcare, Ville Platte Family Care, Mamu Family Care, and our newest clinic, Savoy Internal Medicine. These trusted clinics have hometown heart. From pediatrics to chronic care, we're here for your family, your health, and your future. Savoy Medical Center, our family, healing yours.
T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153. Or visit our website at tjfordinc.com.
And how fitting that T&J Ford commercial. I think, David, you have someone to interview on the sideline?
Yes, I do. I have Coach Joey Swallow. Coach Joey, midway through the season, playoffs the start, how has the team progressed from day 1 of practice till now in the baseball career?
Well, the team has really meshed very well, David. The younger guys and the older guys, they really get along really good, and it's poured over as the season got longer into the season, and we're playing our best baseball right now. Our pitching is on par. We're putting the ball in play, scoring runs, and playing good defense, and you can't ask for more than that,
How does the playoff picture looking right now for the Trojans going forward?
Well, we like where we sit right now. Of course, we'd like to move down a little bit. I think we're at 11-ish right now, so if we can get down to that 8th position, we would need a little help from the other teams that are in front of us. But obviously, we can only control what we can control and keep winning games. And if we do that, you never know what's going to happen. But right now, we're locked into a home playoff game. First round, if we get to the number 8 position, we're going to have a bye and a home playoff game for the second round. So that's That's where we'd like to be, but hey, sometimes it's good to play back to back to back to back because you stay hot. You know, you don't get tired. You just stay hot. You know?
Yeah, that's probably what Coach Kane. Everybody wants just to stay hot. I know when you get the bye, you might get struggle and not playing a lot of games, and that's so hopefully the Trojans can come out here with a victory tonight and continue playing good baseball. We appreciate the interview and thank you.
All right, brother. Thank y'all. Y'all do a great job, by the way. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you for that, David. Leading off for the Trojans, the shortstop, Ellis Chapman, who's deep enough into his bat at this point to have a full count and have fouled off a couple. He showed bunt a couple of early times and pulled back, and we got a full count on Chapman. That's a ball outside, I think. Yes, that's going to be a walk. That walk is sponsored by
T&J Ford.
Wow, there's T&J Ford all around, right? We have a T&J Ford workout. We have a T&J Ford sponsorship for the action and for the inning.
And also Jacob Fuselier, candidate for our district attorney.
That's going to bring up Lane Ordwan. He squares the bunt and pops it up. The runner was going on the pitch, so it was a bunt and run there by the Trojans. Could have been disastrous. Lane popped it up, but it was just out of the reach of the catcher, Welch. Luckily for the Trojans, if he gets that, he's going to double up Chapman at first. Lane is 1 for 1 in the game. He hit an infield single up the middle, I believe. So just joining us, bottom of the third. Trojans up 2-0. Ellis Chapman on first, no one out. Lane Ordway up to bat. Lane squares, gets the bunt down. Third baseman has no play but to first, so he gets his job done. Nice job there by Lane. Chapman moved over into scoring position.
Yeah, very good job right here by Lane Ordway, getting the bunt down and moving the runner over to scoring position. So now hopefully a base hit by the DH, Brecken Figueredo, can get the Trojans on the board once more. Looks like softball is up 4-0. Going into the bottom of the...
There's a shot down the left field line for Figueredo. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to bring in Chapman to score with ease. And Figueredo is at second base with a stand-up double. Nice hit there by Braden.
That run for an RBI package brought to you by Nason at Allstate. Yeah, very good piece of hitting right there by Brecken.
Brecken was 0 for 0 prior to that. He had a sacrifice bunt that the pitcher mishandled, so he's 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. That's going to bring up the DH, number 14, Daniel Geary, who looks at strike one. Geary DHing for the right fielder Gus Garrett today. Next pitch, ball up. Makes it 1 ball and 1 strikes. Trojans up 3-0. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Figueredo on second with a double down the left field line. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Gilroy. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Daniel's just coming back from an injury he had suffered in a collision at home plate where he had to get stitches over his eyes and everything else. May not have his batter's eye just yet. And that was a nice curveball. Take strike 3. So that's going to be 2 outs. And it's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Trojans, Ashton Duos, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Duos walked and then doubled on a fly ball that the left fielder ran into the fence trying to catch. Trojans up 3-0, 2 outs, runner on second. Duos up to bat. First pitch by Fontenot up, I guess.
Yeah.
Ball 1.
Looked a little up. Not much, but definitely was up.
Runner goes. Dual swings, and it gets by the catcher, so Figueredo goes down to third. I'm going to say that's a pass ball there. The catcher should have caught that ball.
Yes, he definitely should have. I'm very shocked that he didn't catch it.
I mean, the batter swung. It may have distracted him or took his eye off of it. But he didn't call that a swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trojans have a runner on third. Breaking ball popped up and out of play. Well, Blue hasn't given us the fingers up in the air to indicate, but I mean, he definitely swung at that pitch. It got by the catcher. Nice block there by Welch. Welch had that one pass ball, but I'll tell you, he's saved at least 2 runs.
Yes, I agree. He's definitely working hard back there for Pine Prairie.
There again. Ball low and outside, so we got a full count. 2 out. Figueredo on third after doubling, and then going to third on a pass ball. Duos, leadoff hitter for the Trojans, 1 for 1 on the day. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt. The umpire says he caught it in the air, and he did. So that's going to retire the side for the Trojans. So after 3 complete, Trojans ahead of the Panthers, 3-0. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Philip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans!
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Hi, welcome back to Aswell Capel Field. It is the top of the 4th inning, sponsored by
3L Land Solutions, Level and TC Materials, Insurance America, Farm Bureau, Joe Tumanero State Farm, and Nathan Swallow Allstate.
Thank you for your sponsors.
It's going to bring up the top of the Panther lineup. Number 5, Noah Fonto. First pitch by Vail. Called strike. That one is outside. He's been outside for both of them. He's been consistent.
Yeah, he does. And the umpire has been consistent about calling the outside corner, which is a dream for a pitcher if he could live on that outside corner and getting the call.
Yeah, David, I'm not sure how you even hit that first pitch with anything but off the end of the bat somewhere.
Yeah, you have to foul it off and down it.
Swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Chapman up with it over to first to Figueredo. In time, 1 down. That puts Vail up to 28 pitches so far. And it's going to bring up Sagan West, the left fielder, who's 0 for 1 on the day. West grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. First pitch swing and ground ball to the third baseman, but foul. Looks like West may be a pull hitter. Now, West didn't play T-ball on that Pine Prairie team. I'm just going to let you know. He played for Oakdale, who went to the World Series that year and came out 4th. His dad was the head coach.
So he's definitely
swing, and it's going to be a solid single into center field to give Pine Prairie their initial runner. Thank you for Tony Marks for cursing us by telling us that Vail was perfect after 3.
That was not Tony that said that. Now, very good piece of hitting right there by West. Just where the ball was thrown and got a good shot over the shortstop's head, Ellis Chapman.
All right, so this is the first time that Vail has had to go from the stretch. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Braylon Fontenot. Fontenot is 0 for 1 on the day. Curveball stays up and inside. Fontenot flew out to center field in his first at bat. Just joining us is the top of the 4th. Trojans up 3-0. 1 out. Pine Prairie has its first runner of the game on first. Interesting story about that Oakdale T-ball team. They practiced quote-unquote bunting in their hotel lobby, according to Sagan's dad, to get ready for that state tournament. Oh, that's a shot deep. Left fielder Duos making it. Oh, wow, what a long run and catch.
Very good job right there by Ashton, sticking with that ball the whole way. The wind is kind of blowing out a little bit, and Duos had a very long run and made a very good over-the-shoulder catch right there. So very good play by senior Ashton Duos.
That was about as long as a fly out as you're going to see over here. Wano gave it a ride, but just a hair under it. So that's second, 2 out now for the Panthers. Still have West over at first, and that's going to bring up senior catcher Grant Welch. Welch 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to the left fielder in his first at bat. Vale up to now 32 pitches in 3 2/3. Swing and a drive, foul. Pine Prairie's getting the bat a little bit harder on the shots are coming a little harder off the bat that second time through the lineup. They still haven't been able to really do much damage, however, with just a single hit. Vale's been keeping them off balance pretty much all game. Usually sets up on the outside corner. There's the pitch. Now it's too far outside. Evens the count at 1. Was I correct earlier, Tony? This guy was a student of the year, I believe, for Pine Prairie. I know he does real well in FBLA and all kind of academic things.
Oh, he's shaking his head. Yes, he is. So, very close play by the pickoff throw from Peyton Vale.
Welch's uncle Todd graduated from Pine Prairie in 1986 and was a good basketball player. And I believe he does plumbing work now. All outside. His dad, Philip, good fella, friend of mine. So Welch is a good folks. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And they make nice grape sodas, that's correct. Although I prefer the strawberry, but we'll take it. So it's not some purple drink. There's a swing, a fly ball sort of in between. The shortstop calls off the second baseman. Chapman makes the catch for the 3rd out. So after 3.5, Trojans up 30-0. They're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans. Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Welcome back, Trojan fans. We have a 4th inning stretch, sponsored by Capital Planning, Josh, Amy, Todd, and Marcus, and Bordelon Furniture. Thank you all. Thank to all our sponsors. Without y'all, we couldn't be broadcasting these games. So we appreciate every sponsor.
All right, leading off for the bottom of the 4th for the Trojans is catcher Ellis Fuseli. Ellis has looked at 2 balls so far. Ellis is 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to second base and flew out to right field. His 2 at-bats. 2-0 pitch. The umpire called time. The batter ran out of the box. No pitch.
Yeah, I think the umpire wasn't, I guess, ready to go.
We did try to get Tony to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" for the 4th inning stretch, but he denied us that pleasure. Ball 3 outside. Needs to count 3 balls, no strikes to the Trojan senior catcher. Airs one right down Broadway for strike 1.
Yeah, Ellis was taken all the way.
The 1 pitch inside for a walk, sponsored by
P&J Ford and Jacob Fusilier are candidates for district attorney.
So Fusilier on first base.
You're
A little bit of
tuned
confusion.
in to Mike.
Thought about a false start over there by the Wizard. They looked at maybe doing a courtesy runner, and they said, no, let Ellis run for himself. It's going to bring up Peyton Vale, who squares the bunt, pulls it back for strike 1. Vale 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out looking and he walked. Basically on the same pitch, actually.
You are correct.
Usually a lead off of first. A little close, but he's back. No balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th, no one out. Trojans have a leadoff runner on first. Peyton Vale up to bat. Runner goes. Throw down is safe at second. That's stolen base, sponsored by Kayak Cooling. Thank you, Bucky. Pitch was a ball.
Sounds like maybe Pine Prairie's pitcher is getting a little tired.
He's up to 84 pitches so far. So if Fusilier swipes second, I guess that's why we let him run for himself, right? He can steal bases like that.
Yes, I agree. Hopefully Peyton can get a base hit right here and maybe even score Ellis.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him lay a bunt down right here. What you think?
Yeah, let's see. I think he's going to be swinging away now.
Ball outside? We'll never know. The pitch wasn't close, but he didn't square the bunt. But maybe Coach King would like to get the run over to third with 1 out. The 1 pitch, runner goes. Breaking ball. Nice throw by Welch, but not in time. Welch did a real good job there. Throw was on the money, threw from his knees around the batter. Just the base was stolen on the pitcher.
Yeah, Welsh definitely had a very good arm right there, throwing the ball down to third base. Softball is now leading 8-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. So good job by our Lady Trojans. The count is 0-0. This is Lane Jobert up the bat.
It was called strike 3 on the pitch whenever Fusilier went over to third. So Vale goes down looking.
Yes, first pitch was a strike.
It's going to bring up Lane Jobert, swings and fouls it off to make the count 0-2. Lane has no official at bat yet. He was hit by a pitch and he walked. So 1 out. Ellis Fusilier on third. Catcher calling for a pitch high and outside. Looks like it's going to be a fly ball. Is it going to be deep enough to score? Fusilier's fast. Right fielder throws it. It's going to be safe. So we got a sacrifice fly and an RBI by Lane Jobert.
We have a run RBI package brought to you by Nason at Allstate. Yeah, play was pretty close at home plate. Very good throw right there by the right fielder.
Nice job of manufacturing a run there by the Trojans. Ellis got on, stole second, stole third, and scored on a sac fly. So that's going to clear the bases for the Trojans, make the score 4-0. Going to bring up center fielder Junior. Ryland Swallow. No one on. 2 out. Ball outside. Ryland's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and he flew out to the right fielder. Next pitch, swing, foul straight back. Makes the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball. Chased it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Coach King is telling Ryan to take a deep breath right here.
Another breaking ball. That one missed on the outside.
Luckily, the umpire didn't call that a strike because he likes it right there.
Has called that pitch a strike at some points in this game. Next pitch. Makes ball outside. He's not taking any time here between pitches. At a full count, 2 out. The Ryland swallow. Ball low. That's going to walk. Ryland's another one that's got good wheels.
We have a walk practice brought to you by T&J Ford and Jacob Schuler, candidate for district attorney.
It's going to bring up the Trojan shortstop, number 3, Ellis Chapman. Chapman's 0 for 1 on the day. He flied out in foul territory to the third baseman and walked.
We have a pickoff throw trying to get Ryland, and first baseman couldn't handle it, but does not go far enough to advance Ryland to second base. So he'll just stay at first base.
Runner goes. Throw offline and into center field. Center field there backing it up. Ball 1. So that's another stolen base sponsored by Cayenne Cooling and Bucky. Bucky's getting his money's worth today.
Yes,
so just stealing some bases. I'll be honest, the catcher's throw there was offline, but as far as stealing from second to third, that was on the pitcher. 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
Another good block right by the catcher.
That was pitch number 99.
Yeah, his pitch count is definitely getting up.
Low pitch, low and in the dirt. 3-0, and I believe
I did have somebody.
They had Tyler Corville warming up earlier. I wouldn't be surprised to see him here soon. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second for the Trojans. That's going to be strike 1. Trojans up 4-0, batting in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Ellis was taken all the way right there with a 3-0 count.
No, Ryland took off a little early. Now they got him in a rundown. He's in a pickle. Throw over to second, and he's going to be out. He tried to get a big jump on the pitch. It looked like they had a little read where he had a rhythm, but he caught him that time, trying to take off a little early.
Coach Kane did not argue with him, so he must have had the steal sign. Just pitcher made a very good job by picking him off. We'll be back. Trojans do have the lead 4-0.
Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to the top of the 5th inning, Aswell Capel Field. Trojans up 4-0 on the Pine Prairie Panthers. Leading off for the Panthers, number 10, Western Bird. Bird is 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third baseman. First pitch, ball outside. Next pitch, ball outside. Got an update on the softball score there?
Update. It's 9-0, and we want to give a shout out to Amelia Fontenot and Jenna Vayon hitting a home run. So we all know that we're sure her mom and dad are very proud of them from hitting a home run. We're going to give a little shout out to Nick Vayon because that's his daughter that hit a home run. So Trojans are the Lady Trojans are winning 9-0. So again, good job by the Lady Trojans.
So a 2-0 pitch, and Bird decided to swing at it and flew out a lazy fly ball to center fielder Rylan Swallow. So 1 down. That's going to bring up Briscoe, Adam Briscoe, number 2. First pitch, strike. Briscoe is a sophomore. I believe he's playing third base today. Swing, foul, straight back. No balls and 2 strikes on Briscoe. Trying to get that outside corner, just missed. Just a bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Briscoe. 1 down in the top of the 5th. Trojans up. Next pitch, fouled away. What's it showing Peyton's getting it up to right about now, David?
76.
So when his fastball is 76, his changeup's about 65. Let's see what his curveball does if he throws one. Oh, that's going to be a solid single over the second baseman's head to Gus Gilroy. Picks it up, throws it in. So a single there for Briscoe to give Pine their second runner of the day. Yeah. And that's going to bring up number 6, Jackson Gilroy, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right fielder. The right fielder.
Yeah, Peyton's fastball has been averaging anywhere between 72 and 73. I was down there earlier radaring him.
I think either the pitcher or the catcher has the umpire to clean the plate.
I think it was Peyton. He pointed to the Ellis to brush off the plate, and the umpire does so.
Yeah, he had a very little exuberance in doing so, I have to say. He was relatively slow in doing that.
It didn't feel like he didn't want to do it, but he did.
First pitch swinging, foul ball down the left side. So Vayon gets ahead 0-1. Trojans finish up the regular season with away games at Port Barry on Saturday and Livonia on Monday. Throw over to first. Back in time. Be a nice time for a little double play ball right here.
That would be great.
This top of the 5th inning sponsored by who?
We have Ludo Law, City Court Judge Greg Vidrine, Jacob Fusilier, candidate for District Attorney, and Louisiana Lanyard Title Company.
Next pitch, 0-2 pitch, just a bit outside. Vayon's trying to see if he can stretch that outside corner and get him to swing at it, but he didn't take the bait. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 5th, Trojans up 4-0. Pine has runner on first. Breaking ball swings through it for the second out of the inning. Nice curveball there by Vayon.
We have a strikeout package, Ace Hardware and Health Works Rehab.
It's going to bring up number 27, Braylon Brady, a freshman, playing shortstop today.
Pickoff throw, but runner from Pines back there safely.
That was Peyton's first strikeout of the day.
Yes, it sure was. He's been having a lot of ground balls and a lot of flyouts so far.
Swing and a miss. Makes the count 0-1. Braylon the third on that one. Swinging a ground ball to Jobert, who's up with it, takes his time. Little bit of a wide throw, but a nice save there by Figueredo, scooped it over. And Figueredo hadn't played a lot of first base, so very good job there by the Trojans.
Yeah, they hired first package brought by Starlaw Medical Center.
All right, after 4.5 complete, Trojans up 4-0. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by Lazy Boy? And that means if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it at Brown's. You'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from Lazy Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So if Lazy Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
The law office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans.
Get ready for fishing season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply.
I got the fishing poles. We got crickets, worms, and shiners. Yay! We need yo-yos too.
Get life jackets, sunglasses, artificial, frozen, and live bait, and everything else you need for your fishing trip. And don't forget your fishing license.
I can catch and release or put them in the grease.
Reel in everything all under one roof. Visit Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte, only minutes away from Millers Lake and Chico State Park.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Aswell Capel Field, bottom of the 5th inning. Sponsored by
Core Manual Therapy, Bono Healthcare, and Dr. Jake LaFleur.
Leading off for the Trojans, number 3 is shortstop Ellis Chapman. Chapman is 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out in foul territory to the third baseman and walked, and it was an out on a base pass to finish the inning last time. First pitch was a ball. Second was a swing and a miss for strike 1. Freshman throws high and inside.
Ball almost hit Ellis right there.
Breaking ball for a strike. Nice pitch there by Corville. 2-2 pitch fouled off by Chapman. Corville looks like he's getting it up around 75 to 80, and his breaking ball was about 65 or so.
Yes, you are correct, David.
I just did that by eye. I didn't read the radar as you were doing it. Another breaking ball. Chapman stabs at it. Lazy fly ball to second baseman. 27, Braylon Brady, who moved over from shortstop for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Trojan second baseman, Lane Ordway. Lane is 1 for 1 on the day. He had a infield single and a sacrifice so far. First pitch by Corville, low and outside, ball 1. Next pitch inside. I believe Corville's mom works at Dr. Anna Fontenot's office. Is it Cindy, I believe, is his mom?
You know more people than us there, David.
Ooh. Looked like it hit Lane.
Yes, it definitely did. We have a walk package brought to you by T&J Ford and Jacob Peter, candidate for district attorney.
All right, that's going to put Ordway over at first. And that's going to bring up Reckon Figueredo, who has a sacrifice and a double down the left field line so far today. Squares the bunt again. Nice bunt down the first base line. Figueredo, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
So Figueredo has two good butts and he's safe on both of them. Very good, good job there by Brecken, laying down another great bunt and beating out the throw at first base. Looks like Coach Kane is talking to the umpire, the home plate umpire. I don't see any substitutions, so. Oh, yes.
So it looks like Gus Gilroy is going to bat for himself, and they're going to kill the DH here.
Trojans do have the lead 4-0 batting here in the bottom of the fifth inning. We have runners at second and first base for the Trojans right now. It's Lane Ordway at second and Brecken Figueredo at first base. And Gus shows bunt on the first pitch and takes it back for ball one. Pitcher for Pine Prairie is working out the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Shows bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. Beautiful bunt. Third baseman bobbles it.
And he's safe at first.
So a very good job right here by Gus laying down the bunt down the third base line. We all know Gus could run pretty good and beat it out. Even when the third baseman bobbled the ball, I still think Gus would have beat it out either way. So very good job right here by Gus Gilroy and the Sacred Heart Trojans. We have a mound visit by Pine Prairie as Trojans do have the bases loaded with one out. So, Evangeline Bank is our mound visit sponsor.
So the Trojans have the bases loaded on a hit by pitch, an error on a sac bunt, and an error on a sac bunt. All right, then.
They're playing small ball today, that's for sure.
That's going to bring up Ashton Duos, the leadoff hitter. Let's see who is 1 for 2 in the day. He doggone near hit one out. Last time he batted, he walked and he doubled on a fly ball to left fielder. I don't know, and then he struck out his last time.
Give you another softball score. The Lady Trojans are up now 11-0 in Catholic of New Iberia. They are going to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Trojans and Panthers and Trojans and Panthers. First pitch to Dual, swinging, fouls it straight back. So through no fault of the freshman Corville who's come on, well, he did hit the first guy, but the next two guys bunted. It was a bad throw by the catcher and then a bad throw or fumbled the ball by the third baseman. Load him up. Next pitch, almost hit Duos.
I think if Duos would have turned and rolled right there, I think it would have hit him, but no, and Ashton, he wants to hit. He don't want to walk.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and foul straight back. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans up 4-0 and threatening for more.
Yeah, Trojans need to get a big inning right here.
Breaking ball, Duos waves at it. 4 strike 3. So that's 2 down. Trojans still have the bases loaded. That's going to bring up senior catcher, number 11, Ellis Fuselier. Fuselier is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a fly out, and he walked his last at bat. First pitch from Corville at Fuselier's hit, ball 1.
Wow.
Maybe he's hitting a little higher than 75 to 76 or so at this point. He's up to 78. That looks like called strike. Got a live arm for a freshman. Breaking ball outside. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Welch wants to talk to him. Maybe there's a little bit of confusion between he and Corville on the signals there.
Yeah, he maybe crossed up. He is a freshman, so.
Two balls, 1 strike on Fuselier. Bases loaded. There's the pitch at his head again. This one gets by the catcher. And Lane Ordway is going to score.
We have an RBI package brought to you by Nation from Allstate.
So usually picks up the cheap RBI there. Count is 3-1 now. There's a shot into right field. The right fielder looks like he's underneath it and makes the catch deep into right field to retire the side. The Trojans do come up with 1 and make the score 5-0 after 5 complete. Trojans 5, Panthers nothing. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat sports cards and comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat sports cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Our fondest memories are those centered around people we care about. Fishing with Grandpa, hunting with Dad, cooking on the porch, or just sitting by a fire telling the good old stories. Being around the people that we trust, we respect, and whom we know will always be there to help us when we need them. Just like the Evangeline Bank. Just like an old friend or family member. It's our heritage. It's who we are. It's what makes Evangeline, well, Evangeline.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
There's the throw down the second, and we are now in the top of the 6th inning, sponsored by
Prairie Medical, Evangeline Eye, Quad C Physical Therapy, HealthWorks Rehab, Heinen Medical, La Bon Vie, Evangeline Dermatology.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Panthers, the DH number 4, Braylon Johnson, also a freshman. First pitch, strike 1 from Bayonne. Johnson 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to the right fielder. Swing and a line drive just past the glove of Bayonne for a base hit.
Yeah, that was a very hard hit ball. Peyton tried to get a glove on it, almost did, but the Pine Prairie guy gets a very good base hit up the middle.
That's Pine's 3rd hit on the day. So far, Bayonne has really pitched a gem. He's only thrown 52 pitches, and we're into the 6th inning. It's going to bring up the top of the lineup for the Panthers. Noah Fontenot, who grounded out to short and second. His 2 at-bats. First pitch, ball inside, runner goes. Looks like they're going to get him. Bang. That gun down is sponsored by... Oh, it is sponsored by his dad. It's the catcher's dad. Come on. It's on there. Yeah. All right. Joffrey, Fuselier, and Kim. The first pitch was I don't know if it was a ball or a strike. Next pitch, swings, fly ball into center field. Ryland runs it down for the 2nd out. That's going to bring up Sagan West, number 21 for the Panthers, who had the first hit.
Looks like we have a mound visit by Evangeline Bank sponsor, and we have Coach Brent Dubashak go and talk to Peyton Vayon, the Trojans infielder right now.
I'm not sure what he's telling them other than keep doing what you're doing great. Unless they maybe buying a little time to warm someone up in the bullpen, we can't really see.
There's nobody in the bullpen.
Maybe they're discussing what to get Millie for her engagement. Candlesticks make a nice gift. Come on, Bull Durham, man. It's not too often you can get a baseball reference over Tony Marks' head. I'm kind of proud of myself today.
Yeah, good job there, David. Good job. I'm trying to see if we have anybody warming up in the bullpen. I'm not seeing anybody, so.
Well, just to give a little quick story, the first place on the Ville Platte DYB Minors is up for grabs tonight between the Dots and the Falcons. Coach Josh's Falcons and Coach Derek's Dots. No losses between the two teams. It's a big battle, and it should have just started. There is no spread. There's no line on Vegas. First pitch hits him. So West is hit by the first pitch. I don't think that's what Coach Brink called timeout and told him to go do.
Now let's see if we can just get an out right here. And
that's going to bring up the number 12, Braylon Fontenot, who last time gave the ball a long ride, and Duos made a catch at the wall in left field. 2 outs, runner on first.
Trojans do have the lead 5-0.
First pitch, that's down the line, foul lined. He's seeing the ball pretty well off of bounds so far. It looks like in his second and third at bat. Might want to be a little careful with him.
Yes, I agree. Probably want to throw in that on that corner where the umpire's been calling it a strike, and maybe he won't be able to hit it.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Trojans have 5-0. Pine with the runner on first. Was hit by pitch. Throw over to first. Runner back in time. Bayon's averaging 10 pitches per inning. He's at 56 so far, so we need to get this last out in these next 4 pitches. Keep our average. Ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike to 3-hole hitter for the Panthers. Braylon Fontenot. There's a looks like a fly ball right side. I don't know if Figueroa's gonna have enough room. He really did catch. Nice play there by Figueroa. Very the Trojan dugout. That's gonna retire the side for the Panthers in the top of the 6th. So after 5.5 innings, Trojans up 5-0. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojans this season. The team at Level and TC Materials is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level and TC Materials has got you covered. Contact us today and go Trojans.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
And thank you to our 6th inning sponsors, Magnolia Therapeutic, Mercy Regional Medical Center, Savoy Hospital, Aurora's Manor, Bayou Vista Nursing, Drive to Revive, and Inner Game.
Inner Game son Charlie pitched for me today. Yeah, good little player. Leading off for the Trojans in the bottom of the 6th inning, number 8, Peyton Vale, who has been in control for the Trojans on the mound all day. He's going to be batting off with a freshman Courtville, who's got a live on. Vale 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. First pitch, ball outside. Vale did walk in between the 2 strikeouts.
See if they can hit a base hit somewhere as this go round.
He swings and fouls it straight back. Looks like he's got the timing on it. Corville has shown a nice little slider. And there it is. Was that about 68, 69?
You are correct, David.
Fastball, Bayon pops it up to the right side. Right fielder camped under it and makes the catch for the first out in the Trojan sixth. It's going to bring up Trojan third baseman Lane Jobert, who has yet to log an at-bat officially today. He was hit by a pitch, walked, and he had a sac fly to the right fielder to score a run his last at-bat. First pitch to Jobert. Slider that stays up. Ball one. Jobert has played a solid third base for the Trojans today as well. Pitch, little chin music. Maybe Jobert didn't shave. Has he shaved this week since they hadn't been in school? Looks like he's trying to shave him a little bit there.
I'm sure they're all gonna have to shave Sunday.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike on Lane. Should be outside. Ball 3.
Yeah, that was outside and low.
3-1 pitch to Jobert. Ball up. And so Lane still doesn't have an official at bat as far as that goes today.
We have
He's 0 for 0.
Walk package brought to you by T&J Ford and Jacob Schuster, candidate for district attorney.
So 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Trojans up 5-0. We've got Lane Jobert on first base on a walk. Looks like they're going to have a pinch runner for him.
Looks like
Dax, number 7, Dax Landry.
Coming up to the plate is Ryland. Hello. Let's see if Ryland's going to swing at the first pitch.
Ryland is 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit by a pitch. He flew out to the right fielder, and he walked his last at bat. So Dax Landry is pinch running for Lane Jobert at first. I'm quite sure Lane will come back in and play third base next inning. 1 out. Trojans up 5-0. Next pitch. All outside or up. Not really sure which one.
I would say up.
Regardless. Ball 1. On deck for the Trojans. Shortstop Ellis Chapman. Ryland hits the ground ball to third base. Foul. Oh, he called it fair. Not real sure how that was a fair ball. The third baseman, when the third baseman fielded it, the ball was in foul territory. But nevertheless, they called it fair and
out at first.
Out at first, from third to first.
Wild pitch. So Dax will move down to third base. So Pine Prairie has 2 outs. Trojans have a runner at third base, and up to the plate is Ellis Chapman, your shortstop. Sacred Heart does have the lead, 5-0, batting here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Chapman lays into that one real good down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases, I believe, for Chapman. That's going to bring in Landry. Chapman is on his way to second with a stand-up double and does a nice, interesting swimming-looking celebration.
Yes, I agree. We got a score RBI package brought to you by Mason at Allstate. Definitely like to say Nason's name, but that means the Trojans are scoring a run. So now your score is 6-0.
Some insurance runs for the insurance salesman. That's correct, don't I? Got a double entendre.
The bat now is Lane Orran playing second base for your Sacred Heart Trojans. Very good piece of hitting right there by Ellis Chapman. Just
really laid into that pitch and pulled it down the line. That's Lane is 1 for 1 on the day. Next pitch.
It's called a strike.
Nah, I believe he said he swung at it. There's no way he called that an actual strike. So the count is 0-2 on Ordway. Staying alive, a little foul ball. Give a shout out to any DYB presidents that happen to be watching, not at work, or maybe at work, watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network, or got a text saying he was watching. The DYB president shall remain nameless. Breaking ball over Lane's head, or the first ball of the at-bat. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Chapman on second, Trojans up 6-0, bottom of the 6th. Corville's pitch, fouled again. So Lane is being a pest in that box.
Like Coach Kane would say.
Catcher sets up on the outside. And he swung at a high pitch for strike 3. So that's going to retire the side for the Trojans after 6 complete innings. Trojans up 6-0. Pine Prairie coming up and has to score 6, or are we going home? You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, Clay Landreneau, and Austin Dufresne are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic, 1477 West LaSalle Street. Phone number 363-2600. Or in Mamou at Savoie Medical Center. Phone number 4680460. Or at Magnolia Therapeutics. Phone number 5062294. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work.
You're tuned in to Mighty Trojan Action, live on the Blue and Gold Sports Network.
All right, welcome to the top of the 7th inning with the Trojans leading 6-0. Pitching change for the Trojans. Lane Jobert is going from third base to the mound, and Peyton Vale is going from the mound to third base. And leading off the top of the 7th for Pine Prairie, Grant Welch, who is 0 for 2 on the day with Cloud to left fielder and to shortstop. First pitch from Jobert, low for ball 1.
The softball score is now 15-1. Lady Trojans are winning in the top of the 5th.
Nowhere. Next pitch looks like it's going to be a past the right fielder on a line drive by Welch. Gilroy up with it, but Welch is going to lead off the 7th inning with a stand-up double. That's going to bring up number 10, Weston Bird, who is 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out to third base and flew out to center field so far. I guess they're going to let Welch run for himself, and even though he's the catcher. A nice piece of hitting there by Welch.
Yes, that was a very good piece of hitting by Welch.
First pitch, ball outside. Good idea to get Lane a little bit of work and a nice, comfortable lead. Next pitch, ball inside. Vale ended up pitching 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So nice job there by Peyton. Next pitch, ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes to Weston Bird for the Panthers. Next pitch, ball 4. The Panthers have their first 2 batters aboard in the top of the 7th. Trojans do have a 6-0 lead. That's going to bring up number 2, Adam Briscoe, who is 1 for 2 on the day for the Panthers. He grounded out and then he singled on a line drive to the right fielder.
Looks like we have Liam Vidre warming up in the Trojan bullpen right now.
I can't imagine Pine Prairie is going to be doing any sort of sacrificing or anything. These runs only count for 1, and they are down 6. Ball gets by the catcher. Runners are going to advance. Pitch in the dirt. Trojans not real worried about the runners here. They just want to get an out. They'll trade runs for outs until they can get out of here. That's going to do it for Jobert. Looks like he's going to come out, and that's going to put Ellis Chapman on the mound, and Jobert is going to go back to third, which means that Peyton Vale is going to move to his 3rd position of the day, this time shortstop. Ellis Chapman.
Now pitching for the Trojans, number 3, Ellis Chapman. Chapman now pitching for the Trojans.
We have a sponsorship for a mound visit pitch change brought to you by Evangeline Bank.
I don't know if Lane had enough time to warm up. Maybe that's why they did a pinch runner for him and try to give him a little bit of a chance to warm up. Trojans with a comfortable lead. It's really willing to trade outs for runs here.
Yeah, just need to get outs. That's all the Trojans need, somehow, some way.
In this delay in action, Trojans have looked pretty solid on defense all day long. Vale was dominant on the mound for the Trojans. Got into a little bit of trouble here in the 7th. It's going to bring up Briscoe, 1 for 2 on the day. Swing and a ground ball. Jobert picks it up, looks the runner back to second, makes the play over to first. Nice play there by Jobert. A run will come in, but not even a big deal there. Just happy to get the out.
Yeah, we have a out at first package brought to you by Salval Medical Center. Yeah, Trojans just need 2 more outs and no. Finish the ball game as now they lead 6-1.
Next pitch by Chapman. Blowing inside. He's pitching to number 6, Jackson Gilroy, who is 0 for 2 on the day.
I think you are correct there, Tony.
Swing and a foul ball. Left side. There is at least one Mr. Gilroy that is his grandson. I know that for sure. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, Trojans up 6-1. Pine with a runner on second base. Runner goes. Whoa, he got,
umpire called him safe.
What an athletic play by the third baseman there. The throw was really high. He jumped up, caught the ball in the air, and was able to put the tag on him. Look at this play by Jobert. Wow, he was safe, but that was a really athletic play by Jobert.
Very good play right there by Alain Jobert, getting up, going high, and getting the ball. Made it very close at third base.
I may have missed it on the pitch when he stole the base. 3-1 pitch to Gilray. Call strike 2 on that enormous outside corner, and Gilray's decided he's out. So apparently he is out somehow.
Oh, it wasn't a strikeout.
There must have been a strike on the pitch on the throw down. So
we have a strikeout package brought to you by Ace Hardware and Health Works Rehab. So Trojans need one more out, and this ball game will be over.
Up to bat, number 27, the freshman rolls it over to Jobert over the first in time, and that's going to be the ball game. The final score: Sacred Heart 6, Pine Prairie 1. You're watching the Blue and Gold Sports Network.